Good morning, friends, family, and young moguls and rising moguls. We're on day 2 of the worldofmoney.org 2012 Summer Financial Institute, and we can't wait to get going. Did you have fun doing the homework last night? Make that the success work, because we know that moguls are always learning, absorbing, adapting, and managing their finances. Speaking of managing finances, I wanted to talk a minute about the emotions that we have about money and about managing money, because in the news we hear everything is collapsing, everything, the sky is falling, all this bad news every day. And this brings up certain emotions in the parents and in the household. And today I'm going to be sending home a poem. It's a pretty famous poem that I think could help us examine our own financial attitudes and powerful emotions around money, especially since we'll be doing homework, make that success work, with our young and rising moguls. The poem is called Children Learn What They Live. That's it, okay? And it's by Dorothy Law Nolte, who's a Ph.D. The poem has been around for a while, so you may be familiar with it, but when we look at it in a financial context, that really might help to uncover and unlock some of the things to go, aha, I don't need to feel that way anymore, especially if it's something I'm passing on to my child, okay? So I'll just take like the first 2 lines, and then when you get the poem at home, you can read it, marinate, digest it, and see if there's anything that unlocks for you. And then of course let us know, please. Okay. So the first line is, if children learn with criticism, they learn to condemn. Second line is, if children live with hostility, they learn to fight. So if we look at the first line, if children live with criticism, they learn to condemn. Sometimes we condemn people who have money or people who don't have money, and we might not know the whole scenario. Sometimes we feel condemned. If we're the ones that are asking for the discount, if we're the ones that are asking if there's a payment plan, if we're the ones that are saying we can't afford that, we've sort of put condemnation on ourselves, and we don't need to do that. We can say that those funds are not available just yet. Instead of saying we can't afford it, we'll say, well, how can we afford it? When can we afford it? What are we going to do so that we can have that experience? The second line, if children live with hostility, they learn to fight. If every single financial conversation with a child is no, 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 they start to feel hostile, and sometimes they take it out on the parents or the one who's saying no. And it doesn't need to be a hostile environment. It can be a good conversation, especially when you have a young and a rising mogul who's been to worldofmoney.org. The children are discussing ways to save money, ways to lower interest rates. We're talking about taxes. It has been such a fun and power-filled one day. I can't wait. Time for coffee. Talk to you later. Thank you, guys.